Healthcare officials say social distancing is working, although some may believe there has been an overreaction to the pandemic. An epidemiologist at UAB says that's not the case. In Jefferson County, the number of cases are doubling every 13 days. Physicians say that's not a terrible stat for such a large county.
It sounds like 13 days is a very short period of time, but in comparison, in Mobile County, it's about every 3.5 days that they're doubling their numbers. So the efforts that we've put in early has really helped.
They recommend continuing to practice social distancing and wearing a mask when out in public.